this one for now. If you hit the tree long enough, you get one log. Pick it up and you will already unlock a bunch of new recipes that you can see in the top right corner. One log is definitely not enough, so before we get to the crafting part, we should cut down at least one entire tree. Because there are so many different trees in Minecraft, there's a high chance yours might look a little different than mine. So don't worry, the starter tools we craft in a second can be crafted with any type of wood. And as long as you received logs from cutting it down, I'm pretty sure you chopped the tree as well. Once you cut all the wood, the leaves start to break too, and sometimes they even drop an apple. While we wait for this, let's work on getting the starter tools. To start crafting, open your inventory with the E key. Here you can see your character and the logs we just received from our tree. There are a few more inventory slots, 4 armor slots, and most importantly the 2x2 crafting grid. From here we can start crafting our first item. Take your logs and place them inside the crafting area. Each log can be crafted into 4 planks. Once you place a plank in your inventory, you will immediately learn a bunch of new recipes. You can find these recipes by clicking on the screen book. Here you can see all the recipes you already learned, and even more will appear every time you craft a new item. Let's quickly turn all the logs into planks and craft the most important thing we currently know. There are a bunch of different recipes, but the crafting table is definitely the one you want to go for. Click on a recipe and the items will be automatically placed inside the crafting grid. From here you only need to take out the crafting table and there you go. Using this block is a really easy way to craft. Close your inventory and yay, we now have our first ever crafted block. Place down the crafting table and don't be too picky where, because you can always pick it up again. Once you open the crafting table, you will see the new 3x3 crafting grid and a bunch of new recipes. An item you need for every tool you want to craft are sticks, so let's craft them first. Take 2 planks and place them one above another, just like I'm doing it right now. Take them out the crafting field and you can see a bunch of new tool recipes. Since we need to get a bit more wood for our base, let's start with crafting a wooden axe. Take 2 sticks and place them in the bottom center like this. Once you place the sticks, add 3 planks. You want to place 1 plank in the left center, 1 in the top left corner and 1 at the top center to create the shape of an axe. This is the wooden axe recipe and there you go, you have your first ever crafted tool. Tools help you to get blocks way faster than with your hands, so let's make another one. The next tool we want to craft is a wooden pickaxe, and it's almost similar to the wooden axe, just take sticks and 3 planks and there you go. If you look at this shape, I'm pretty sure you can come up yourself with how to craft a shovel. And if you need help, just look at the crafting book. Last we need a sword, because we need to get food from animals later. Craft more sticks and copy my crafting pattern. This is how you craft a wooden sword. Now we have all the tools we need and our first goal is achieved. Use your wooden axe to break the crafting table and you will see this is already way faster. Pick up the crafting table and you can place it again once you need it. Let's use the wooden axe to get a few more logs. We will need them to build our starter house later. I like building with oak planks best, so I'm going only for the brown trees right now, but this choice is really up to you. Cutting down 3 or 4 trees should be enough for the beginning. And here's a pro tip, always cut down the entire tree, because if you don't, the leaves will start to float in the air, and trust me, after cutting about 10 trees, your forest will start to look pretty ugly. While cutting down the trees, you will realize this green bar below your axe slowly disappearing. And this is the durability. Once this is all the way to the bottom, your axe is gonna break. So you want to make sure, always craft a new tool before your old one is breaking. I now have 21 logs and this will be definitely enough for our starter base. Sometimes when you break trees you will find these items falling from the tree. These are saplings and they are like small trees. Place them on dirt and after a while a large tree can grow from it. Now the next thing we need, since we have enough materials for our base, let's look for some food. And I did already see some sheep in the distance, which is pretty good, because from them we can get wool, which we need for a bed and also food. Another pro tip I can give you is if you hold down the control button you start to run really fast. Now I do not recommend to do this all the time because this will take a lot of your hunger. If you are close to a sheep, take out your sword and just punch it twice in the face with your sword. This will kill the sheep and drop you 1 wool and 1 mutton. You can take the mutton to eat, and with the wool we will be able to craft a bed. Kill another one. Now when you fight with your sword, you can see the small icon below your crosshair. If you take a close look at it, you can see it refresh every time you punch. So if you punch, you don't want to spam your left click, you want to wait until it's reloaded, so this way you make way more damage. One thing you should also know is in order to craft a bed, you need 3 wool of the same color. We now have enough wool to craft a bed and even some raw food. But it's already getting late, so let's start to look for a base. For a first night, I really like to look for something like a cave. Take a second and just look around your Minecraft world to look for any cave entrances. For example, for me, I just spotted one up this mountain. So let's check it out and maybe we can find a good place to live there. Oh, and I just picked up an egg. You can throw them and sometimes a new chicken appears, but let's just keep it for now. The good thing about caves is that if there's only one entrance, you just need to block one wall and you are completely safe. For this one up here, it looks like I have a great view, but there are a few